We're live. Hi, guys. I didn't put the intro on. I forgot. I didn't even put the 30 seconds on.
Oh, hello.
So, hello. Tell that thing to shut off.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Let's go.
It's safe, Bev.
Yeah, be safe, Bev. She was just here.
Yes, she was. I got to see her.
Yeah.
Hi, y'all.
Hello.
I'm Angela, and that's Regina.
Good to see you.
Red Arrow Resale. We're going to be Groovy Girls tonight. How about that?
Groovy.
It's just the two of us.
Thursday evening.
That's right. It's Friday Eve. That's the way I like to look at it. It's Friday Eve.
It is Friday Eve. Just another day for me. Not a work day.
Yes. I look forward to Friday all week long.
Everybody does. I'm just like, it's Friday. I got to work at the antique mall. So.
And then I don't want Sunday to ever end.
True.
I don't.
Sunday's the fun day, and you get caught up on everything.
Caught up on everything.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's why Monday night and my Tuesday night. That was this week. Ooh, I was up late.
Oh, no. I don't like it when I have to be up late. My body doesn't like it when I have to be up late.
No, mine didn't like it either, but it's like, you got to get your shipping and your invoice done. You're way behind. I know. And I did.
Yeah.
I'm caught up.
Make myself get all mine done.
I am finally caught up. Other than what I packed up yesterday to ship out today, I went back to bed this morning. I didn't get home till like 12:30 or 1 this morning. And by the time I get to bed, and then I was up for Johnny's show. And then I'm like, no, I'm tired. I'm going back to bed. I did not have enough sleep. That 4 hours was just not enough today.
Yeah.
So, going back to bed. And I did.
And it seems like when you get up, you're fine. But after a while, you can feel it slowly set in. And you seem to get a little bit slower and slower.
Yeah. Right after the Johnny show ended this one, I'm like, coffee ain't, nope. I'm going back to bed. It's like, you know what? So the packages will go to the post office tomorrow. My little post office closes at 11:30. So it's like, I was just rolling out of bed about 11 o'clock. So I'm like, I'm not making it. It's okay. Yeah, go out tomorrow.
Well, now how far are you and Bev from each other?
Oh, we're only like 20 minutes apart,
Oh, that's not
bad. No. Now, from Lynn is about maybe 20, 30 minutes, depending on which side of Jefferson City. So, but from my house to Jefferson City, 20, about 20 minutes, depending on which side of town you're going on. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Hello, honey.
Hello, Matt. And Steph, how are you?
Hi, sister. Hi, Mom. Hi, Ginger. I guess we could say hello to everyone.
Yeah.
Hi, Bev. Hi, Ella.
Ella. Everybody got to sing it now.
No, always. And then that gets us caught up. So, how is everyone tonight on this Friday Eve? We got Memorial Day coming up.
Yep. Hey, Joanne.
Hi, Joanne.
Yeah, got Memorial Day.
Red, white, and blue holidays coming up.
Yep.
Well, how about that?
I'll be working. Not on Memorial Day, but that weekend. So we'll probably be busy. And of course, Johnny's coming down to Missouri towards the end of the month. So
Yeah.
hopefully I will make sure and meet up with him. Hopefully, all of us that are in the area, we can find a way to get together and meet up somewhere.
Mhm.
And so now I want to head down towards you're close to Joplin area, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, I want to try to make it down that way, and maybe you and I can
Yeah.
find a way
And
to meet up.
D is only an hour and a half from me.
Yeah, that's what she said. Pick a date. We'll make it happen. I'm like, how close are you from
Yep.
Joplin area? We can maybe coordinate around that area. So,
Yeah, absolutely. And Stephanie, she's not that far.
yeah,
Um,
I would love to, love to, love to.
yeah, I think she's
Yeah,
about 3 hours from Joplin, maybe 2.5.
yeah. See, that's like,
Mhm.
every hour.
Hi,
Everywhere.
Jay.
Jay, everywhere. For me is like 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours to Kansas City, 2.5 hours St. Louis, 2.5 hours
Right.
to Springfield. Joplin ain't that much further, maybe 3.5
Yep.
at the most. I mean, that's yeah, yeah. Makes
Yeah,
it
it's
short.
about an hour and 20 minutes from Joplin. Springfield is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Eileen.
Hello. Hello, Eileen. Good to see you. Good to
So
see you
yeah,
again today.
there's plenty of people around that could come up for sure.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
just a matter of
So
getting it all coordinated.
that's for sure. And it does take work to coordinate.
Yeah, it does. That it does. Oh my. Yeah, some days.
Oh, yep. 3.5 hours. Okay. We're going to do it someday. Get
Yeah,
everybody
we
together.
will.
Yeah.
I just have
One
to
of
do a
these days.
Midwest. Hey, Jennifer. Good to see you.
Hi, sister. Sister Jennifer, Sister Uni, Mom.
All the lovely people are here.
Everyone. If you guys don't know, I am Angela of Angela Isaac Vintage and More. And with me, I have Miss Regina of Red Arrow Resale. So we both ship from the middle of the country. We invoice with PayPal. We ship with Pirate Ship. And I'm trying to fix my banner here so I can get it going. Regina, she ships from Missouri, and I ship from Oklahoma. We are neighbors.
They're
Yeah,
neighbors.
we are.
Yeah, we are.
And there we go. I've got our emails running across the bottom of the screen as well. So when we're showing items, you'll still see our email. If you are watching on the replay and you see something that you'd like to claim or you want to inquire whether or not it's sold, please send us an email and we'd be happy to let you know. Otherwise, you can comment to claim something on the video as well, and we will get that as well, and we will get that to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Regina up and she's going to tell you all about her channel and what she's got coming up. And then she's going to kick off the sale with her first 3 items. All right. So here we go.
All righty. Welcome in, y'all. It's so good to see you. And just, hi. The tooch special. Yeah. Tooch special. I had to say, Gabe, make it red, white, and blue. Because this is the state colors. But anyway, yeah, right here is where I'm at. That's where Grandma's is over there in St. Louis. Mark and Mike's over here. And then where's you're over in this area right over here.
Right over there.
Right over that
That's
way.
you.
To show my new thing. So, instead of just my
That's cute.
magnets. Yeah. So anyway, y'all, Pirate Ship PayPal. this coming Sunday on my channel on Mother's Day, I am having a clothing blowout. So y'all come join me if you're looking for anything. I am great starts. So you can see some of my clothing right back over some of it right there. Yeah, I got lots of clothing. So I'm gonna try to do a clothing blowout. I'm gonna start at 5:30 Central, 6:30 Eastern. And like I said, I mean, I got all sizes. I got little kids up to some bigger sizes, men's, some women's, but men's not as much, but I got more women's, of course. So, but y'all come join us, and if you want to see the bras, I can show the bras that night too. I got lots of those, so y'all come. And but I'm doing clothing blowout, and of course, every Monday I'm on with Janice, and this coming Tuesday on Friends Selling with Friends, and that's on Mark and Mike's Two Old Guys Vintage and Resale on their channel, and then every Wednesday I am on with New England Cajun Roots reseller Johnny on the Hump Day auction. I am one of his co-hosts. And then, of course, this coming Thursday, I will be on with Ellen's Enchanted Emporium for our Tag Team Thursday. And we gonna start the week all over again. So, but anyway, that's what I got coming up. So y'all come and join us. Knows what we're going to be doing. So my first item I am doing, let's see here. I got some pink depression glass, y'all.
All
I have
right.
lots. I've got my daughter's like, here, mom, here's a box full. I don't want the pink. So I'm like, okay. So, okay. Okay, number 148. All right. So I put it there in the chat. All right. So this one is an Imperial Glass pink depression. It is the beaded block or the frosted block. Is known by that. It is by Imperial Glass, and this was produced in Bel Air, Ohio, between 1927 and 1930. Of course, I forgot to put the measurements on here. From handle to handle is 6 inches, and then the other way is like 4.5 by 2 inches. So 6 inches total here, 4 inches here, and then 4.5 inches across that way. Like I said, there's no chips. Hey, Chris, good to see you all shut. Anyway, and this one is a starting bid of 16. There's no chips, no cracks on this. Here's your bottom. And this one has just a very, very slight, it's really hard to see on here, but it does have a little bit of an orange, little bit of orange glow in there. It's like really slight, if you can kind of see it there.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Yeah, that's the only one. Excuse me. My nose has decided to start running.
Mine does it.
Excuse me. I don't want to be. Yeah. Sorry about that. All right. Like I said, it's starting bid. Yeah, it really grabs the light. It's really, really beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Yep, it has just a slight selenium glow in it. This is one of the few that I found. It's like, this one does. Most of the pink I find doesn't, I didn't have a glow, but this one has just a slight. It said starting bid of 16. If anybody's interested in this bowl, use it for whatever, berry bowl. If you want ice cream bowl, it's meant to be used. So like, there's no chips, no cracks. It does have like that sawtooth edge.
I love that pattern between the pressed blocks.
Yeah. So
it's kind of really sparkle.
Yeah, and the frosted, pattern here, or the beaded or whatever you want to call it, the beaded block, frosted block.
Wow.
This sparkle.
Sparkly, sparkly.
The bottom. I like how almost like Vulcan ears.
Right?
Little
elf ears.
Elf ears, yeah. It's just cute.
Anybody?
Just call it beautiful. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like that, I have got the pink depression glass tonight. But if there's no interest, that's okay. We'll bring that up later. No problem.
Pass on that. Beautiful.
I've got the pink depression glass tonight. Yeah, put my numbers in here. And this one is, all right, this one is the Federal Glass Berry Bowl, Pink Depression. Of course, it's got the Rose of Sharon and or the Cabbage Rose, whichever you want to call it. And this one was produced between 1935 and 1939. So there is your roses there.
Wow.
And it is 8.5 inches diameter. The only thing I didn't measure was the put down. No, about 2 3/4. Just about, just a little smidge over 2 3/4 inches tall. Like I said, there, I did just wipe it down. So there's your rose pattern. Now this one did not have any kind of no real glow to it at all. Nothing, yeah.
Those roses are
No glow on that
beautiful.
one. So like I said, it's called the berry bowl, so you can put your berries in there, whatever. Or just display. It is a beautiful display piece. And I do have I think I still have the blue. Or is it this one? Is it the Federal? No, it's the different. Okay. The Anchor
Wow.
Hocking. But I get cabbage. Salt and pepper shakers. Anyway, and like I said, it's just starting bid of 22.
It's a
Yeah,
beautiful.
it's really beautiful. Needs to be wiped out some more. Still got.
Mhm.
So my daughter, she goes, "Here, Mom, have this box. I don't want the pink." I'm like, "No, she likes the green glow. She likes the green, uranium glass." I'm like, "Mm."
So she's a Stephanie.
Yeah,
She
she
likes
loves
the
the green.
rose glass.
Yeah, I know. I had those green. They had daisies on them, like Sunday type tall glasses. She's like,
Hmm.
"Oh," she saw them, and I'm like, "All right, you can have them." Yeah, I traded. I traded. Yep, and yellow. Yep, I have seen the yellow in this pattern. This is the pink. So we got 100-year-old stuff here.
Yeah.
Getting right at 100 years old.
Yep. And
And
keep it useful for sure.
absolutely. I mean,
I
use
have
it.
all kinds of different pieces in my kitchen.
Yeah, I've got my great grandmother's, some of her bowls and stuff that she had that, from I think she said she got them free in like oatmeal and stuff like that. Back, in the 20s and 30s, so
Right.
I use them and I use
Back
them.
when you got good stuff. They would never imagine.
Right.
All right.
All right. I
We'll
will pass on that
pass
one to
on that one.
Yeah, not seeing interest on that one. That's okay. And then, of course, another one, but this one, Jeanette glass. This one's bigger. All right. So this one is the Jeanette glass produced. That one I couldn't figure out the date, but it is the Pink Depression footed bowl, but it is in the Windsor or the Cubist style,
Mm-hmm.
and or it's also it also came up as Indiana and the Whitehall pattern, but I think this one is
Yep.
the Jeanette glass. And there's your
It's
feet on there.
beautiful.
And this one does measure 10 inches diameter by 4 inches tall. I actually wrote this one down. Yep. And there's no chips or cracks on this one. The only thing I couldn't figure out was the years when this one was produced. This one, so that one I wasn't sure. It is beautiful. Like I said, 10 inches across, 4 inches tall. And there's your feet on
Knit
there.
is like the only book I do not have.
I might have one. I've got so many different books everywhere. I just, I'm just here we go. They're not here, of course.
Yeah, it's just light pink. It is
Yep.
gorgeous.
And yeah, this is the light pink and no glow. There's no glow in this one at all
Mm-mm.
either. Nothing. So there's just that light pink. I do the Whitehall glass. I remember I had Whitehall,
Yes,
the
I would
Whitehall
say
glasses
probably.
in the 80s, and yeah, it is. Isn't that it's just beautiful.
Yeah, I would say between 50s and 80s.
Yeah, I would say probably 50s and 80s for this one, definitely. And that glass, and
Absolutely
it is a starting
gorgeous.
bid of 22. Like I said, I was saying, hi, Ashley Reed. So good to see you. Hope you're
Yeah,
doing well tonight. It is footed,
not bad at all.
and that's a decent price from what I was finding. Like that, no
Mhm.
chips, no cracks on that. Most of them are going for, probably a little bit more than that. Actual solds.
You find it in the clear a lot, but you don't
Yeah,
usually find
red
it
and
in.
clear. Yeah, not in the pink so much, but I don't see any interest on this either. So we'll call
Right.
that one a pass. Also, those were my three.
All right. Well, let me see what we got here. How y'all doing? I have a starting bid of $6. Thank you, Jennifer. And I showed it the other day. It's this wooden box, and it's got cards on the front of it. It is made in Taiwan, the Republic of China. That is 70s and 80s. Sorry. So it has two brand new decks of cards in it. Be perfect for Father's Day.
That's
You
cute.
know, it's brand new. The only issue is there's one little scratch right there. So
Scratch and dent cover.
there's your bottom. It's got 4 felt pads, one on each corner. Sorry, I just had an itch. The box is 6 1/4 wide by 4 1/2 front to back. And it is 1 1/2 inches thick. So just a nice little wooden box. You don't have to have these cards in it. A regular deck of cards should fit. It is made of real wood. It is real wood. Beautiful wood. But
Better
I'm
you could
not
put cash in it.
yeah. I'm not a carpenter, so I can't tell you what kind of wood. But I think it's cool. It's groovy. It's groovy. And it's a
It is.
start of $6. Hi, Heather.
Hi, Heather.
Happy
Good to see
Thursday.
you.
So, okay. But if there's no interest, we'll pass on the cards. And next up, I have a poopy dog. I've got a little poopy dog. I love him. He's going to start at $4. Look at him.
Aw,
Say, take me home, please.
that's
Please.
cute.
He is cute. He's just a little porcelain dog. No markings. Oh, yeah. Wait. Let me see if that's a marker, if that's just read off of something. I know, Stephanie. And hello. It is marked. I can't. Most of it's worn off. And made. I'm going to say that says made, and that's going to say in. Maybe China. I can make out an N. That's about all I can make out as an N. And there's a letter after it, so it's not Japan. So, but he is so cute. Him is so cute. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Stephanie. And hi, Heather. Right, how much is that puppy? How much is that doggy in the window? Arf, arf. Him is cute. He's going to be a start of $4. And from nose to tail, he is 3 3/4 inches. He is 2.5 inches tall. And he is about 1 3/4 inches wide. But I just thought he was sweet. I couldn't leave him behind. And if you want to wear him, you can. He has a hole in the bottom, and you can wear him on your finger. See? But don't move him too hard because he'll fly. Okay? So we're going to pass on the puppy dog. There's no interest. He's so sweet. Who likes puppy dogs? Because I got a bulldog. And her puppies. This one is made in occupied Japan. Look at that. Well, maybe that's a papa dog. Maybe that's a papa puppy dog with his babies. He's got 2 little babies in the basket, in the box. There's the other side. There's his marking. I'll hold it up right. Come on.
It's just adorable.
Well, let's try this hand. There we go. I moved too fast for it. Why?
Mind of their own. Good night.
What? There we go. Made in occupied Japan. This camera is giving me trouble. Now, the bulldog and his puppies is $9. Do we have any interest? He is, now that we saw his tag, it is 4 inches long. It is 2.5 inches tall. And it is 1.5 inches wide. But I just thought it was precious. Right? The camera has a mind of its own. And then I feel like this camera is always blowing out my face. Always making me look up and blinded, and I don't know. Look at that face. I mean, come on. And the little puppies are saying, save us, save us.
You know you want me in your house. You know it. You know it.
That's right. They don't poop on the carpet. They don't poop on the rug. But if there's no interest, we're going to pass on little puppy dogs. Right? Surprised to be a parent. She just dropped him off at his door. That's what she did.
Not mine. Not mine.
Yeah. All right. That was my 3. So let's head back on over to Regina and see what she's got for us.
Okay, so This item. All right, this is a hand-thrown pottery base jug. It is brown and cream drip glaze. Does measure 9 inches tall by 5 inches at its widest. So 9 inches tall. And it's RAR approved. It is. I couldn't help it.
That's adorable.
That's my new sticker. Yeah, as you can see, my little guy back here. My stickers. So yeah, so RAR means I love you and dinosaur. So there's my little dinosaur. But anyway, there's no chips. There's no marks on the bottom of who made it. You can just see the swirl marks, from when it was on the turntable. So it's kind of that red glaze. There's your inside. It's kind of a jug style, but I think it's just pretty cool looking, pretty groovy looking.
That is cool.
I make your 99th video coming this weekend. Awesome. That's wonderful. What's your video about?
I love. It's got kind of a greenish hue to it, but not quite a greenish hue.
Just slightly, and it's like it says cream, but it's kind of got a pinkish, where the cream kind of.
It's got a little bit of orange to it.
Little, not, just the way the light, but it's more brown. And there's showing through. I think it was just kind of
that drip glaze.
And just kind of and go with just about any decor.
Right.
And you can use it for your bud base. You can just put a fake one in there, or anyway, put your back scratcher in there, if you need your back scratcher in there. Whatever you want to put.
I always have one.
But they make those kind of bad videos, huh?
Guys, it's just beautiful, guys.
It is. Like I said, don't know who made it, so they decided they didn't want to sign it. Not like the last one I got. That's got Joyce or somebody on the bottom. She did a good job. She did a good job. Well, we can't even say compliment. Hey, you did a good job on this. We like it. Factory made, but you can see all the layers in there where they redid it, and it's just pretty cool.
It is cool.
And it's got a little weight to it, but I said I will pack it very well.
Is it glazed on the inside too, or just on the inside?
Let's see if I can see down in there. It's not helping. I don't even know if my blue light on. What the? There's something down in there. Almost looks like a snake skin down in there. It does. I don't know what. I don't know what's down in there, but there is something down in there.
Wow.
Oh yeah, there is. Ooh, yuck! I don't know what that is.
Oh.
Yeah. It might actually be a snake skin down in there. That's what it looks like.
Thank you, Ace. I will check you out as well.
All right, let's see here. Yeah, see that? See it? See that?
Wow.
I think it's a snake skin down in there. Okay. Well, I will make sure that is not in there. Regina, yeah.
Oh, no, that'll come with it. That'll come with it.
I'll try to get it out of there. Yeah, but you're like, honey, here you go. Get that out of there. He likes to play with snakes. Get that out of there. That's what it looks like. That someone stuck a snake skin down there. That's what it looks like. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. So glazed on the inside, I can't tell, but there's a snake skin down in there. If you want the snake skin in there, I'll leave it in there. Anyway, so nope. I'm a nope too. So I don't play with the snakes. But anyway, I did not know there was anything down in there.
There you go.
All right, we'll pass on the jug for now. All right. So my next item,
Nope.
yeah,
Stephanie said nope to the snakes.
right.
I agree.
All right, so I'm just putting choice. Starting bid, $6. These are UNESCO Memories of Yesterday. And I have 3 little figurines, and they do come with their boxes. All right, the first one is called Friday. And these are just adorable. This one is called Friday. Friday's child is loving, and yeah, all that right there. And that is Friday's child right there. She's just adorable.
Oh, look at that little baby. Her baby.
There's your info on the bottom. Number 1974. It was from 1993. So there's no chips or cracks on there. It does come with its box. Yep, wrong box. So it does come with its box.
Oh.
All the info on that. Friday's child. Info on there. There's your bottom of the box down there. So, like I said, it does come with this box, all the packing material. So she's standing on her diary with her little dolly. I think she's just cute.
She is.
Holding her little, what's she holding? Flower. She's holding a flower. She's standing on her diary, that Friday's child. So either she is or the baby is. Who knows? But these are starting bid of 6 of choice. So that's your first choice.
Don't you miss
that
when you're
Friday? You just put Friday, if anybody's wanting one. And the next one, it's just 2 girls hugging porcelain figurine, but it's the greatest treasure the world can hold. So there's your box, There's your box on that. And this one is also from 1990. Someone wrote on there $50. Okay.
Well, how about that? Not tonight.
No, not tonight. So I don't know if one's going on a trip, It's just called 2 girls hugging.
Look at that.
I know, aren't they just adorable? Their little hat and bows. One looks like she's going on a trip.
So precious.
They are adorable. And there's your information on the bottom. It comes with this original box. Like I said, someone did. They wrote $50 up there in the corner. I'm like, man, not tonight. Now, these are all by UNESCO.
Right. Not at Red Arrow Resale.
No. And then this one. Oh my gosh, I almost thought about keeping it myself. Here's your box. And this one's called Mommy, I Teared It. Mommy, I Teared It. So, write a price on that one. This one is from 1987. And look at her.
Oh.
Mommy, I teared it. She teared her dress.
Oh.
On the bottom. I know this one is the one that drew me in to these when I found them. I'm like, oh, and she just adorable.
Look at that face.
I know. That's the one I'm just like, oh, look at that. Got her little piggy tails, her little bows, and her tears.
Y'all see that face?
I know. This is the one that I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, well, see if not, they can live on my shelf for a little while. That's okay. This is the one that I'm like, oh my gosh, look at that. Got her little pocketbook down here, but
you just love her.
I know, she's just adorable. And the others are just as cute too, but this is the one I'm like, oh my. Yeah. Just look at that. Look at it. You want to take her home. Put her on your shelf.
You just want to say, "Come here, child."
I know. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. Wipe my tears. That's okay. So that was your choice. So, mommy, I tiered it. Doop-a-doop.
The two little girls hugging are precious.
Oh, I know. All right, let's just tip it down this way. There we go. And there they all are, sitting there pretty on their box. I know Friday's Child is also just adorable.
Mm. I can't start no more collections.
I know. I am too, so. But there's no interest. That's okay. They can live on my shelf for a little while longer. I'll admire them for a little while. All right, we'll pass on down.
Okay, those are just precious.
I know, they are just so cute. Pass on down and move them to the side. I don't break them.
No, don't break them.
Yeah, I know I would be heartbroken if I did. There. All right, and then last item, I'm going to put one. All right, these are just $2 each. I have lip balm. I have lips chapstick. So, and these are just $2 each. So there's all the flavors. I have 6 of each flavor. So I have, this is the rose. What rose smells tastes like, I don't know. It's just moisture, and they're all brand new. Just got them in. I thought, well, I'll try it. Let's see. So we got rose. We have mint or aloe vera. Excuse me, that's the aloe vera. And then we have cherry. And then we have watermelon. So just $2 each. I have 6 of each smell, flavor, whatever you're gonna call it. We got peach. You need chapstick all year long. I use it all year long. And raspberry and coffee. This is gonna be my next favorite. Coffee holic. And we have
Lemon. That would probably be one of my favorite.
And then there's mint. And then there's coconut. Would be my husband's favorite.
Yeah, I like that too.
Vanilla. That would be my next favorite. Or mango. There'd be only like a couple in here. I'd be like, no. Coconut. Coconut, and they'd be like, nah, no, I'm good. That would probably be the least. So there they all are.
Awesome flavor.
So if anybody's interested or looking for some lip balm, they're just $2 each. And I have 6 of each. So anybody's interested. Nice collection. Yeah. So like I said, I just got these in little containers just so I could show you. They're all sorted out, each flavor. Anybody
for lip balm?
Yep. So there's no particular brand. It's moisturizing. Not here. Yeah. So if you want, there's all your ingredients. If you need to read any of that, there's all your ingredients. Like I said, they're all brand new, still sealed right there.
Huh.
Miss Factor X. Oh, all right. Okay. That is all those. So you can always let me know if anybody's interested. And those were my 3 items this round. Thank you all very much.
Oh, wow. That was really quick.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't expect it to go that quick.
I don't waste no time.
All right. Let's see what we got. I have a Joseph Original Wee People. I have a little girl. She's called the girl with the sock. She has her little tag here. Says, I'm learning how to knit a sock, but I don't know just how to stop. So she is cute as can be. Dress.
Oh, look at her.
Look at her. And her little pigtails. She's got her sticker there. Her Japan sticker on the bottom. There we go. Japan there. Again, has her original tag. She is, I would say she's probably from the 70s, I think. 4 1/4 inches tall. She is 3 inches side to side and 2.5 inches front to back. But she's adorable. And her little dress with her little sock. And her sock does stick out from the front of her. Let's see there. She's cute. Look at that little face. And it's so red. Her little face is so red.
It's so cute.
Right? With her little brown hair. So we'll pass on the wee people. And if you change your mind or decide that you want it at any time, you can throw it out in the chat. Next up, I have a coffee creamer. Oh, it doesn't have to be a coffee creamer. It's just a creamer. And it is Hazel Atlas. It is black amethyst, and it is the Ovid pattern. It is just a simple black glass. It is, I think it's amethyst. No, this is black glass. This is not amethyst. It's not amethyst. It's just black glass. You can't see through it at all. So, excuse me. It is just black. There's your bottom. This has no chips, no cracks. We put a little witch's head on it, kind of decorated up for Halloween. Or you could use it. I like the look of it. It's very simple, but pretty. Thank you, sister. Thank you. I wasn't going to retype it. Creamer is, but I do appreciate that. It is 3.5 inches tall. From handle to spout is 4 inches. So just a nice little creamer. Has a nice base if you want to use it as a riser. It will hold a sphere on both sides, an orb. So, hi, Leslie. Welcome in. I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome in. All right. Seeing no interest, we're going to pass on the creamer. I'm so glad to see you, Leslie. I have a Japanese porcelain figurine. It's going to start at $10. It, too, is made in occupied Japan. And look at her. In her little dress. She's got all kind of colors going on. She's got a yellow hat, a green blouse, a tan skirt, a blue ruffle, red flowers, red shoes, pink bow. I mean, she got it going on, people. Hi, Holland. Here is your mark. Made in occupied Japan.
Hi, Holland.
And she's pretty. She's a pretty Victorian little woman. She is 4 3/4 inches tall. And she's pretty much round. She's about an inch, about an inch and a 3/4 wide. And she's about an inch and a half thick. So I thought she was pretty. Very nice. No chips, no cracks. She's in good condition for her little self. Yeah. No. Beautiful.
They even liked the badonkadonks back then.
Yeah. Look at that. Big old badonk. Regina's right. She had it going on.
Right.
Like Donkey Kong. But she's the start of $10. If we have any interest in the made in occupied Japan, that would be 1945 to 1952. That is how old this is. It's older than both of my parents. How about that?
Just a little bit older than me.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we're going to pass on her. Pass on her. Let's see. And that was my
All righty.
That was my 3. So we're going to go back to Regina. See, I didn't even know it was my 3.
Ooh, done. All right. So let's do this one. No, pink glass. Let's do this right.
You're right. Those big childbearing hips, they were big.
That's right. All right. This one is a starting bid of 14, and only because it does have a little chippy on it, but it's too beautiful. It's an Anchor Hawking pink depression glass. It's a vegetable bowl with the double handles. Got the open rose pattern in the bottom. There's your thing.
Mayfair.
This was made between 1931 1937, and like I said, does have one chip on it, and it is right here.
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all. And like I said, I put the measurements down. Of course, I didn't. So it's either the Mayfair or the open rose, whichever you want to call it. So from handle to the edge of the handle is just a smidge over 11 and a half inches. And the other way is 9 and 3/4, excuse me. And then it is almost 2 3/4 inches tall. Like I said, it does have one little chip on it right here on that corner. But I mean, for being as almost 100 years old, that ain't too bad.
Not at all.
I'm half that age, and
I got chips, cracks, and flea bites everywhere.
Everywhere. You know? So Not bad at all for its age. It's, vegetable bowl or whatever. It does have some bubbles in the glass. You can see, I've seen some bubbles in the glass. Oh, there's one like right here. Yeah, there it is.
And these were definitely made to use for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, a little bit of, there's a firing mark, firing straw right down here. That's not a crack. Like I said, other than that, not bad shape, very minimal scratches, from being used. And then the one chip. It's like, it's too nice to just discard it because it has the one chip right there.
Right. No, there's nothing left in that bowl for sure.
Right. So I figure I was starting bid 14 because it's still in great shape other than the one little chippy.
Mm-hmm.
I figured it'd be on the handles or something, but nope, that's the only one. It's a nice badonk right there. So that is really, it's still a gorgeous piece of bowl.
Y'all, this is a perfect kitchen bowl.
Mm-hmm.
If you have
there's no glow in it. Yeah, no glow in that one at all. So no glow in that one. Is it all? That's that first one. Is the only one I had that had any kind of little cadmium glow in. It's a beautiful piece. Other than
it is a beautiful piece, and it'll go great in any kitchen.
Right? Even just display. You can set it up there on your shelf like that. Nobody's going to see that chip up there unless they're really looking at it.
And if you have teenagers, you start collecting now for when they get their first place.
Right.
And then they have useful stuff.
Which one? Tape measures, the Mark and Mike ones? I have lots of them. I finally had to say, please don't send me anymore. I have lots of them. I think at one point I had about 8 or 9. I'm like, I got lots of them. So, and then I still have one from, I think I got 3 or 4 from Joe Mouse and stuff. I'm like, I've got enough tape measures. I don't need any more. I do. I have 3 of them lined up right here. Mark and Mike's 3 of them lined up, 3 different colors. That's okay. We can pass on that one.
Okay.
No problem there. This one, even though this one is just, oh my goodness, but it's just a single. But this is a Duncan and Miller teardrop number 301 glass through it. And guess what? This one is the teardrop pattern. And this one, oh, yep, guess what this one does? It does have the glow in it. So it does up here in the top, around the edges, and then kind of down around the bottom. But what I imagine, I know this is a, for your oil and stuff like that, oil and vinegar, but I can just see this sitting in a bathroom with like bath oil in it.
Yep.
So it's the
bath oil or bath salt, either one.
Yeah. Like I said, it does come with its original little stopper. It does have one little right there, or, just putting it in and out, just one little kind of chippy right there, I guess you want to call it, just teeny tiny. But that does its original stopper, and that's the way it's meant to be used. Like I said, someone has used it because it's got some, down in the bottom of there, which I have not tried to get out. But hey, Busted Move, welcome in. Good to see you. It's like, and this is just a starting bid of $10. And like I said, it's just gorgeous. It's just
beautiful. It really is. And I agree. I think it would look beautiful in a bathroom.
That's what I was just thinking. Oh, this one, look. Or even if you just put colored water in it, change it out now and then, that would really show it off, just decor purposes. I like it because it's got its original stopper that goes with it. It does have that little bit of green glow in the handle, in the top up here, and not so much down around here, but down around the base. So it's got that little bit of cadmium glue in there. Make it that much special. Like I said, just have the one, unfortunately. And then it is, overall, it is right at 5 inches tall and then 3 inches wide. Overall, 5 inches.
If you just
With
have a couple of plants to water, that's perfect for that.
Right, yeah. Like I said, I can just see this in a bath. That's from me screaming bath in your bathroom. Put it on your shelf with your bath oil or salts or whatever in there, just to make your bathroom a special place.
Yep, for sure.
Show you the floor.
Look at how crystal clear that is.
Yeah, it is just beautiful. Like I said, it's got a little schmutz on the inside, but I haven't tried to clean that out. So someone obviously did use it. Like I said, you can kind of see it down in there, but like I said, I haven't tried to clean it out.
Wow.
Yes, it does have a little bit of a glow. You missed it. You missed it. It does.
Yeah, she wasn't paying any attention. You
Yeah,
showed
she wasn't paying attention. There you go. And then up here in
look
the,
at that.
then around
Yeah,
the edge there. Not so much in the body. And then down here and a little bit down in the bottom. A little harder to show here. There we go. A little bit around the bottom, but mostly in the handle. Yep. Yep. The stopper does, and then the handle, and then around the spout.
beautiful. Looks like the ball on New Year's Eve.
Yep. $10 is a good buy.
It does. It is a great start.
Right. But if not, that's okay. All right, we'll pass on that one for now. We'll bring that up on the
Right.
then the next item. This one is. I just thought this was cool. Yeah, it is a great price on a Dunkin' Miller, but I just have the one. So, all right, this is just an etched with doves and hearts art glass control bubble bud vase. So there's your little. There's your little etching on there. So this would be great on a wedding table, or not, or wherever. I just thought this is a cool part. That one single bubble right there in the bottom. Like I said, it's just a bud vase, and it does measure. It is
Hi,
1.5
Becky.
inches wide, and then right at 7 inches tall. Hi, Becky. Like I said, it's just, I thought it was just cool.
That is cool.
Control bubble in there. I don't know who made it or anything like that. Like I said, that's etched on there, just on one side. So there's no mark, no maker's mark or anything on the bottom.
Could use it as a double shot glass.
Oh, true. Yeah. Hey.
If you want to look.
Put your espresso shot in there. I just thought that with the control bubble, that is just pretty cool. So, or you can use it
cool.
Put your ink pens in there.
Right there in the middle.
Yep, just hanging out right there. And of course, yeah. Oh, hey, it's actually got a little green glow in it. Look at that.
There you go.
I didn't think it would, big as age, but yep, down around the bottom, it's got a little green glow in it going on.
Tapio Workala?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, there's nothing on the bottom. There's no other marks other than the etched doves and hearts on there, tulips. Finland, I have no idea. I just thought Nothing was coming up. Just said, yeah, art glass, art glass. Like some
Absolutely.
and it's just starting bid at 5. This is cool.
That is a great price. Hi, Common Sense.
Hello, Common Sense. Good to see you. So,
To
like I
see
said, this is the
you.
starting
Welcome.
Come in. We love seeing new people.
Absolutely.
Turn that suit.
Beautiful.
But if not, that's okay. We'll pass on that.
All
And
right.
for my 3 items.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hey, waste no time.
Well, welcome in, Common Sense. I'm Angela. That was Regina. And we both ship from the middle of the country. I ship from Oklahoma, and she ships from Missouri. So welcome in. Now, my first item is going to be a Jeanette glass etched. It's a wheel cut etched glass canoe. It's got these leaves here on both sides. There is a little doink right there. It's not sharp. And this does glow. There you go.
Oh, my. Look at that.
Yeah, it's got quite a bit of glow.
It does.
All the way through it. And then back around to this handle as it gets more and more green. So, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's going to start at $12. From handle to handle is 8.5 inches. It is 3 inches wide. The canoe is 1.5 inches deep. The handles are just over 2 inches tall.
Good night, Heather.
Good night, Heather. Sleep tight. See you tomorrow. But it is beautiful. Wheel cut, so around 1910 to 1917.
That's
Somewhere
really
around there. It is beautiful. It's got kind of an optic pattern to it. You can kind of see it's kind of paneled. It's absolutely beautiful. You can see just how clear it is. Beautiful. Little canoe. So weird hearing kids outside. It's getting warmer. It's getting warmer. Any interest? If not, we're going to put it to the side. And next up, I've got Villa de Este, or however, I don't know. It is a hand-decorated plum plate, and it's going to start at $9. It is gorgeous. It's made in Italy. Look at that. With the plums and the blossoms. Absolutely gorgeous. Hand decorated. And there's your brand and hand decorated in Italy. It is signed by the artist down here in the corner, or the corner down here in the bottom. Lily, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. But I think it's beautiful.
That is really pretty.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. In a dining room or the kitchen or the bath, everywhere, anywhere.
Mhm. Put a hanger on the back of this and be beautiful. Put it in a plate stand.
Yeah.
Use it as a backdrop for something. Beautiful. It is 8, maybe 8.5 inches in diameter. So probably a bread plate or a salad plate. But I think it's gorgeous. And so vivid. So vivid. Okay.
Just make me hungry.
Make you want to have a plum.
Right? Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we're going to pass on that one. It's beautiful, though. And then my third item is going to be a choice. And it's a choice between 2 hand-decorated plates. So this one is signed Howl there on the bottom. Wait. I don't know why it's playing fussy. So Howell. And here is it.
Oh, I love the gold on there.
Yeah, it's beautiful. There's no other markings. And it is 8 inches in diameter. Okay. So that's your first choice, and we'll call it pink. And your second choice is hand decorated Nippon. Well, how about that for $12? Nippon. This one does have a small chip on the back side. There we go. There we go. There it is from the front. You don't just barely see it. Okay. And this one has hand painted purple flowers. Absolutely gorgeous. Here's your mark. I have not looked this mark up for the date yet. Yeah, it is a crown, red, hand painted, Nippon. And no, there's nothing special about the crown. So, but this one, I think it's the same size as well. This one is 8.25 inches. So we have purple or we have pink. There we go. They are both beautiful. They both have light blue. So this one has blue right in through here. And again up in through here. Of course, this one has a light blue border. They are beautiful. Do we have any interest? All right. If not, we're going to pass. And that was my 3 for this round.
All righty.
All right, so let's go back to Regina.
All right, and this is the quick buy now if you're interested, and it's just a turn down that. All right, pair of garden mugs. So they're not exactly the same, but they're they both got the garden theme on there. So this one's got like California poppies on there, Himalayan poppies, crocus, lily flowered tulip, Welsh
That is
poppy,
really cool.
and then it's got crocus in there. There's no maker's mark on the bottom. So you got that mug, and then this one is nature is forever unfolding new delights.
Look at those
Those
beautiful tulips.
different flowers on there, one in there, and this one is by Marjolaine Baston, 1997 by Avon. She made lots of beautiful flowering stuff like that.
Wow.
So you get the pair, just $5 if anybody's interested. It's $2.50 a mug. No chips, no cracks, and so just different
That's an
mugs.
awesome price.
Right. Yeah, like I said, you could put some flowers in it, put a plant in there. So, or something like that if you're interested.
You know what you don't hear about anymore is ladies sitting around drinking coffee
Tea
together.
parties have been coming back though. Tea parties. But I'm not a big hot tea drinker. So,
No,
all right,
Joanne,
Joanne, they are yours,
those
ma'am.
are coming.
Thank you. They're yours. Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate you. Yeah, buy it now. All righty.
All right, congratulations, Joanne. Hey, yeah, you just don't hear of ladies sitting around drinking coffee, chit-chatting.
No.
We're
Also
all up here on YouTube now.
So maybe we'll just have a chit chat, get together, drink coffee, drink it, or tea, or whatever you want to drink session. All right.
It was
So
a
this one,
great
I've shown it a few times before, but I just found out I had no idea. I've shown this I don't know how many times, but it is a round art glass control bubble paperweight, or you could a bud vase. It's got a hole in the top where that bubble is, big bubble. So you could put a little flower in there if you wanted to. It is open on the bottom right here. So you could put it either way. It would sit this way, or it will sit that way. But I'm like, I wonder if and guess what?
Oh, wow.
It glows. I'm like,
Look at that.
I had no idea until, just a few minutes ago. I'm like, wonder if it glows. Guess what? It glows. I'm like,
How about that?
and there's like I said, if you want to take a screenshot, look it up. That's just my inventory number. These are going for definitely more than 22 or starting bid. I just love all the control bubbles that are in there.
Now
Like I said, if
go
you want
on
to put it on a
eBay.
riser, you could. Like I said, it would sit either way. Like
You
that
guys
black,
go
that
on
black
eBay
glass.
and you type that in, number 108. See what comes up.
Right?
No, just kidding.
Like I said, if you want to take a screenshot, your stomach paperweight.
Oh, thank you, Stephanie. It is so cool. My husband thought I was crazy for buying it.
I
love it.
Go back and watch that. Did it sell? Do you still have it?
Oh, yeah. No, I still have it. I haven't even brought it to a sale yet.
Okay. Like I said, it's just got one big bubble in there, and then I'm thinking it looks almost like a universe. What it kind of reminds me of.
It's very cool.
It is. Like I said, it's a beautiful paperweight or whatever you want to use it. Just display. I said, no, there's no maker's mark, so no who made it or anything. So I don't know. Probably China, maybe. It's just gorgeous.
It does look like a universe.
That's what it makes me think of. It's like a universe in there.
Yeah.
Like I said, and then I found out it glows. That is just the cool part. It glows. Much, pretty much just the top half is what got most of the glow in it. I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Hi, Maria. Hope
Hi,
you're feeling
Maria. I hope
better.
you're feeling better since your
Getting better
surgery.
every day.
I know when I've had my gallbladder taken out, I was like, oh, so relieved. Oh my goodness. I was so happy to get that thing out. 2 wood burns that look like you. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, wow. Hi, Susan.
Hi, Susan. Welcome in. Like I said, this is a starting bit of 20, and it's got a glow to it. I had no idea until
It
just a few
does.
minutes
It
ago, and I've shown
glows
this, I don't know,
green.
3, 4 times, 5 times. I'm like, well, if nobody's going to, it's just going to live on my shelf for a little while longer. Like I said, it does have to open up here. So, like I said, you can stick, you know, you could stick pencil in there. I mean, it's not very big, probably just enough for a pencil,
In
you know.
there.
Or you could stick a little flower right if you wanted to. If not, you just leave it. Like I said, it will sit this way.
Oh,
You like it that way. I said this
you
is
just
open
put
right here,
another orb on top of it.
right?
Yeah.
It'll sit this way because I said that's flat enough. It will sit there, not as long as you don't hit it real hard, it'll stay there, not roll around. And like I said, if you need measurement, it is about 4 inches wide and right at 4 inches tall. So,
Very cool.
and I know these, I said I've seen some sold ones on the bay for more, double that or so, the starting bid.
That's beautiful. I can't get over the sparkle of it.
Yeah, I just did wipe it off. Got my fingerprints all over it now again. That's free. All right, we'll pass on that. No problem.
Fingerprints are always free.
They are.
And dust.
And dust. And
And
then
usually anyway.
this is too cool. This is too cool. I found this not too long ago. I'm like, oh, I gotta bring this. I'm gonna have to bring it. All right, this is the 1960s petrified driftwood carved mushroom, and it's got the coral top.
Look at that.
So you can see where it's glued. They glued it on the top. I mean, this, and then got a B on the bottom, and then someone B-2. I don't know, some marks on the bottom, but that's all on the bottom. And it
Mushy.
is a starting bid of 22. And I thought this is just too cool.
That is really cool.
And like I said, you can't get the coral stuff like that anymore. Yeah. 4 mushrooms shape.
They look so
Love
real.
it. Yeah, it does. They look so very real. This is just too cool.
Wow.
So if anybody's decorating in the mushrooms, and I know they're really popular right now. I've been seeing the mushroom canisters popping up all over marketplace, and I'm like, yes, yeah, y'all are gorgeous. Isn't that cool? And then this is it's about 7.5 inches wide, and then overall height is right at about 5.5 inches. This is just too cool. I love the driftwood.
Mm-hmm.
So those are coral tops, so can't get that stuff anymore. Make art like that. Like I said,
Nope.
1960s, maybe 1970s, somewhere around in there. This is made.
That's fantastic. Robin!
Robin! Groovy. Yeah, rah to you too, Robin. So it's a starting bid of 22. It's a
Look at
petrified driftwood carved mushroom with a coral top sculpture. It's just cool. Just pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
That's just someone wrote a B on the bottom and some other pencil marks. Why did you do that? I don't know. Maybe it's the person who made it. I don't know. But B made it. So
Right.
Z Robin, Robin, bye. Says B, bring me home. Robin, bye.
That's cool. I can't believe nobody's jumping on this.
It's the first time I've shown it. So, yep. All right, we will call that one a pass.
All right.
No problem. And those were my 3.
Oh, all right. I thought it was just 2. All right. I'm glad I reached for my stuff real quick. Okay. Y'all are awful quiet tonight. I have a start of $9. And it's a beautiful hand-painted pottery tray.
Oh, that is.
And it says not for food use, for decoration only, made in China. Now, I am not sure how old it is, but it is in great condition. Beautiful orchid. Now, there is paint loss here on the back. It does have kind of rubber here so it doesn't scratch your walls when you hang it up. It's got some weight to it. It is pottery. Sorry. It is 10 1/4 inches wide by 7 1/2 inches tall. I thought it was beautiful. I thought the orchids were beautiful. It's not signed anywhere that I find. Yeah. I don't find a signature. Right? Please do not throw up on the lurkers. Please do not. We would appreciate you not throwing up on anybody. But I just love the burgundy color. Okay. So, seeing no interest, we're going to move along. I don't want to take up too much time. I have
take all the time you want.
Take all the time. I have a hand-painted wooden serving plate. And I don't know who painted it. Again, something that's not marked. But I can't, it's a folk arty kind of style. Somebody's playing bass and it's got my chair beaten.
No.
Here's your back. It is all wood. It is all wood. And yeah, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It wouldn't take much to put a hanger on the back. It's very light. I mean, I can use it as a fan. It's very light. Oh, let me pin it. So I love the flowers. And I love the folk arty kind of vibe. Cool. It is a 10-inch diameter. So I would say that you can make it like a bar tray, but I wouldn't want to hide the beautiful painting. I would not. Okay. All right. Since I see no interest on that one, we're going to pass. And my third item is going to be another choice. And this is for a choice of plates. And it's going to be a buy it now of $9 each, or you can have both for $15. The first one, and these are not signed, so I don't know who painted them. Oh, I could have cleaned them a little better. Sorry. It says for decorating purpose only, not for food use. Okay. So here's your first one with the beautiful pears. Gorgeous, gorgeous pears. And there's your pattern around the edge in great condition. There's your back. It is kind of an off-white, a cream color almost. So it's beautiful. If you decorate in the fruit, it is absolutely beautiful. I don't. I used to. This one is 10 1/4 inches in diameter. Your second choice, this one says, not for food use, article may poison the food for decorative purpose only, made in China. And this one is the same kind of ivory color. This one has a butterfly, and I don't know what that is. Not sure. But I love the butterfly. There's flowers.
Wow, that's a different kind of pear or something, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know. But it's very pretty.
That is.
The pattern, it too has gold pattern around the edge of the plate. This one is black on the back. They both are weighty. They both have weight. And like I said, they are buy it now of $9 each or $15 for the pair. They are beautiful and they look very nice together. They really do. Yeah, they really do. Absolutely beautiful together. Yeah, no eating pears on the pear plate. It's for decoration only. Decoration only. All right. No interest. We're going to pass. And Miss Regina, that was my 3.
All righty.
So here we come.
All right. So I'm showing the pink depression glass again. And this, I had to lower the price because I found a big old chip on one of them. I'm like, dang it. But anyway, that's okay. These are the Anchor Hawking Princess pink depression glass set of 4 teacups, starting bid at 20. Here's one.
Ooh.
And yes, they glow. They do have glow. But one of them does have a major. Is it this? These? Yeah, I mean it's there. It's just oh yeah, there it is. There we go. It is the orangey glow in it. So these were produced between 1931, 1935. These are the Princess. So here's one. This is not the chippy one. I will show you that. So I lowered the price, to this is the second one. And they all got the little bit of glow, that orangey glow to them. All right. And it's the third one. It does
I
not have
love
the chip.
that pattern. It's so dainty.
Right. And yeah, this is the one that has the big doink, as you can see
Oh,
right here.
yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
see,
it's got a big doink right there. I'm like, dang. So I thought, well, I lowered the price.
something got hungry.
Yeah, something. I'm like, they are stunning. Like I said, this, because the one has the big old chippy right there. I lowered the price just to compensate for that. So, but if you looked them up, I mean, just one was selling,
It is stunning.
they've all got that orangey. It's a little hard to show on here. But they do have that orangey glow in them. Let's see. Yeah, you can kind of see it down there. We go. So, like I said, unfortunately, the one had the big old chip. So there's your 4. But the other 3 are pristine. There's nothing wrong with those. I mean, they got their, there's your seam line, there's your bottom. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with the other 3. The 4th one, though, it's like, dang. Like I said, these 3 are excellent, excellent, excellent. Nothing wrong. No chips, no cracks, no other flea bites on them. Like I said, where along the seam lines might be a little rough, just because it's the seam line.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, like I said, this is the one. Now I'm like, dang.
And the pattern is beautiful.
Yeah, the pattern is absolutely beautiful. And I mean, you could absolutely still use this one, just don't drink on this side.
It just looks like you're walking into a Victorian home.
Right?
It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
absolutely. Like I said, this is the princess, is what it's called. So I've been watching a lot of videos while I'm working, just hearing in the background about Victorian pictures, turn of the century,
Mhm.
about things in them, hidden meanings and stuff like that, but like after the Civil War and stuff. And I'm like, that is just so interesting.
History is
Things we
very
find in there. But the pictures are just beautiful too. Anyway, so that's the chippy one. The other 3, like I said, if you just need to complete a set, if you
Mhm.
needed 3, to replacement, I've got them. So if you're interested, you can always let me know. Like I said, if you didn't want the chippy one, I can completely understand that. But we'll pass. I don't see any interest on that one.
Okay.
All right, and this next set, these are, oh my goodness, I couldn't believe these. Oh my, these glow. And I'm like, really? So, all right, and they're starting bid of 16. These are the Indiana glass, Pink Depression, of course, open sugar bowl and creamer, Art Deco, and these are called the tea room pattern. And they're also called the skyscraper design. These were produced between 1926 and 1931. So they got that like skyscraper in design. You could just use them as a riser this way if you really wanted to. And like I said, here's your creamer. And
Yep.
there you go. There's your orange glow going on. But it does have a little doink right here. That's the only discrepancy on these is that little chip right there. Like I said, they were made to be used. So being as old as they are, a chip is forgivable to me. Like I said, it's a small right there.
That
And that's
is
on
the
the creamer.
depression glass I ever bought was that set right there.
Ah, I said, had my
It's
daughter known that it glowed, she probably wouldn't have gave them up. But I'm like, She likes the green. And here is your sugar bowl. Open sugar bowl. It does have like a straw mark in there. Right there.
It's a cool pattern in person. It's
Right. And like
beautiful.
here's your top. There's no chips on it at all. Around the base. Like I said, it's a little rough around the edge just because of the way it was made. No chips though. It's cut right down there on the bottom. I like the handles too. That's just kind of a art deco-y kind of a,
Yep.
what do you want to call it? Straight lined thing. And like I said, these are a starting bid of 16. So that's not bad for that being as old as they are. Yeah. So they both have a beautiful glow to them. That nice orangey glow. If you like the glow stuff.
I think mine went to Australia, so I don't know where they're at now.
What are you doing? There we go. I have things opening up. I'm like, I didn't touch nothing on there. Hello, yep, I got stuff opening up here. Close. Can't see my screen. Close. What's it doing? Crazy. Oh, Peter. Well, I didn't push no buttons. I think I don't know. Yeah, I think I showed the pink cabbage one I had, or didn't I?
You did. You had
yeah, I did. I did show one. Like I said, these are the, like I said, and like I said, they're right there at that 100-year-old and that age. I mean, they're not in bad shape at all. One little chip on there. Not bad for that.
Not bad at all.
And if you need, they are. See the sugar bowl from handle. The handle is like 5 1/4 ish, 4 inches tall, and creamer is also 4 inches by right at 5 inches overall. You know, the widest part there.
It's a gorgeous set.
They are, and they got a beautiful orangey glow. If no interest, that's okay. We'll pass on that one.
Y'all be sure to check out Regina on Sunday. I think you said it was Sunday you're doing your clothing sale.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Make sure. Let me go
here. Oh, here, there. There. Okay. I'm like, what do I do with them? All right. These. Yeah, it's like so much pink glass sitting here. There we go. These are the Indiana Glass Company. That's the same one. Excuse me. Sorry. What are you doing, you crazy thing here? There we go. I pasted instead of copying. There we go. There we go. Federal Glass Company, Pink Depression. This is the Normandy pattern. And these are like the, you know, the little creamer, or not creamer, but Sunday bowls. You want to use, I just have the pair. And like I said, it is also the bouquet and lattice design on there. And there are no chips, no cracks on these, no nothing like that. These were produced between 1933 and 1950. I just have the pair. And, yep, and they've got the glow. A little bit of orange. A little bit in, you can kind of greenish, orangish glow. It's a little hard to show. There's a little bit. Not a whole lot, just a little. But anyway.
Beautiful lattice pattern on there.
And, yep, starting bid of 15. No. There's no chip.
To me always look almost like fireworks.
Yeah.
That's what they remind me of.
Yeah, there's your bouquet, and there's your lattice. And these, like I said, are produced by the Federal Glass Company. Sticker schmuck on there, but like I said, just the little Sunday bowls. Or
It's
berry
more
bowls, or
it
whatever
looks
you eat your ice cream in them. Then they're starting bid of 15.
yeah, we need to bring that back too.
What's that?
Having a small dessert after dinner. Yeah, after the meal. My
Yeah, I
husband
like
thinks I'm crazy because every Sunday I say we should go back to everything closes by 6 o'clock on Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Well, this little town that I'm in currently, where I do my shows and stuff, everything closes down by like 2. Only McDonald's and Subway are about it, but everything else like 2 o'clock, we're done. Close the doors.
Yeah. I told my daughter, I said, even Walmart used to be closed by 6 o'clock on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you needed anything, you had to get it before 6 o'clock.
These have no chips, no cracks, and they said they are 3.5 inches wide and then 2 3/4 inches tall. I think it's just pretty.
Sweet.
It needs a little cleaning on it, but like I said, they've been sitting on my shelf for a little minute. But I don't see any interest, and so those were my 3 again.
Okay.
Yeah. Nobody has peaches tonight.
Wake up. Hi to everybody in the Lurkers Lounge. Hi. Welcome in. We appreciate everyone being here. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to Regina's channel and my channel, please, but especially Regina's channel. Make sure you're subscribed. Hi, Geneva. Because she does great sales on her channel. She's also on other people's channels. So definitely check her out. Next up, I have Made in Italy. It's a Zaccanini pottery urn style footed base. So there's your Z for Zaccanini, Italy. And then I don't know what those numbers mean. I don't. But this is gold. This is, I'd say probably what do we say? He took over the company in 48 or 58. I would say this is probably 60s. It looks 60s to me. But it's beautiful. It is pottery. It is pottery.
That is gorgeous too.
White glaze, and in the glaze, they made this checkerboard design in it. This little grid pattern, I guess is what it is. It's fabulous.
We don't want to know. We don't want to know.
I don't want to know how she refilled it. But it is beautiful. It is tall. It's gorgeous. 9.5 inches tall. It is 5 3/4 inches in diameter. It's 7 inches deep. The bowl on the urn is 7 inches deep. So they're all natural. But it is beautiful. If you wanted to be different, you could use this as a fruit bowl. It would just stack from the inside upwards. But I think it's beautiful. It is, that gold is just as shiny can be. But the design, the pattern on it to me is really cool. So, and I think, let me look. Yeah, it's all glaze. Looks like the gold is what is hand painted on the all of the gold is hand painted. Everything else is glazed. So the gold is paint. You can see all the brush strokes in it. It's beautiful. I wondered. Absolutely gorgeous.
It is. I like that. That's really cool.
All right, got your papaya there. Plum, grapes, a lemon. All right, seeing no interest. We're going to put it to the side. Next, I have a sweet little girl. She is going to start at $10. It is a hobbyist piece. It is signed Winnie. There you go. Winnie. But she is precious. Look at her. She is beautiful in her pink gown. Let's see if I can get a true color on her. There she is. She is a beautiful bubblegum pink.
Oh, I like her. Oh my goodness.
She's fantastic. She's in a twirl. Beautiful, beautiful colors. And it's showing true color there. She's beautiful. She's gonna be about 7.25 inches tall. Her bottom is about 7 inches that way, and 5.75 the other way. So she's a large girl. Oh, awesome, Ginger. Well, thank you. But you were one of 27. What's everybody else's excuse? They weren't talking neither.
Right? Yeah, everybody's like sleeping tonight.
Yeah, I know. It's coming to the end of the week. I know. Trust me, I get it. But she's so pretty in pink. She's so pretty in pink. How is he doing, Ginger? Beautiful, beautiful. She's so sweet. Beautiful, beautiful little girl. Okay. Good, Ginger. I'm glad. And how are you tonight, Ginger? She is a pretty little girl with
I like her. She is gorgeous.
her little white gloves. She was done very well. All right. Seeing no interest in the little twirling girl, we're going to pass on her. And my final item this round is a beautiful amber swirl bud vase. I don't know who made it, but it is beautiful. And it's tall. It is very
That is tall.
Yeah. I just love the way it looks. It just looks like it's full of honey. It is 11 inches tall. And it is about 2 3/4 inches in diameter. Oh, well, you stay safe from the storms. It's finally on the warm up here. I don't know why winter said, ha, I wasn't done. Whew. I didn't like it. But we're back on the warm up. But I don't like that either because that means I have to shave my legs. I like no shave November. That's
Right.
what I like. My husband will say, you don't have to shave your legs. I don't care. I care. I care. Somebody else might see. So, but this is a gorgeous bud vase. It feels just like butter. Comes all the way down to a pool in the bottom. Gorgeous rolled base. All one beautiful piece of glass. Okay, 11 inches tall, almost 3 inches here in the around the top of the base. Okay, we're going to pass on that one, and that one was my 3. So we are going to head back over to Regina, and she's going to start our last round. So here we go.
All righty, everybody. Yep. Come join me Sunday. Like I said, I am having, I'm having a blowout clothing sale. And then, of course, come back and join Angela Isaac tomorrow for sister sale. Right.
That's right. The sister sale tomorrow night. And we're going to have Doggone Happy Jane. How about that?
All right. So,
it'll be one of her sales before her surgery.
All right. Homemade from Gatlinburg Ceramics, Glades Road. It's a Gatlinburg, Tennessee musical bell. So there is your, there's your musical, there's your, a Glades Road on that side, like a little snowy scene. The team pulling the sleigh. The other side is
heaven to me.
And it's got a wood handle. And here we go. There is your to the side there. Handmade from Gatlinburg Ceramics. And it's got a beautiful sound to it. Some bells you get, you're like, it just, it doesn't sound quite. So, yeah, Stephanie, check your email. I sent it to Angela, too. I'm like, I gotta do check your email. Anyway, so it's just a starting bid of $8. So if you like musical bells or you like Gatlinburg Ceramics, it's got its clacker in there.
Beautiful.
And no chips, no crack. Yeah. So, and it's a decent size. So, like I said, some people like bells. I know you like bells. But I didn't bring it just because, so it's almost 9 inches tall altogether, and then across the bottom about 4 inches. It's too funny, isn't it? So y'all can see too. Okay.
Yeah.
So she's talking about her sprinkles. Well, here we go. There's Stephanie on her lawnmower spreading her sprinkles.
Love it.
Tooting out her sprinkles. So they're tutti frutti color, right? That was just too funny. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm like, oh gosh, gotta do it, gotta do it. Like I said, you got a snowy scene on the barn on the back, so it's kind of like a bluish scene, the leaves, the other side, like I said, wintry scene right there. Man carrying the firewood and the dog, the sled. Beautiful scene.
Yeah, looks like
Almost
heaven to
9
me.
inches tall. Yeah. There you go. So
Beautiful.
yeah, everybody gets sprinkles. There you go. Yeah.
Ah,
All right, and it's white. It's still got its sticker on the inside there. It does make a beautiful sound. If not, there's no interest. Like I said, and this for the one is, I said some bells you get, you're like, it just doesn't have a good ring to it. That one's got a beautiful ring
right.
to it.
I have a
But
couple of them, and they just ding, ding, ding.
yeah, you're like, no, you need to make it where it's got a nice, pretty sound. All righty, so we'll pass on that one. And then I'll bring a couple utilitarian kind of things. All right. This is, I think it's been used, but like I said, it's pretty clean. The Tupperware Quick Chef Pro System turn handle processor. It is a starting bid of 18. Still has its box. And like I said, you get everything you get with it. Come on. No, you can do it. There we go. Oh, come on. Okay. Include your base with the anti-skid ring, the cover, the handle, 3 straight blades, the paddle whisk, the basket insert, adjustable low funnel with measurement. I'm not sure what year it's from, but it's blue. So there's your turn handle. This is the top, so your handle goes right here.
I would guess the 80s.
Yeah, it could be 80s, 90s, maybe.
Late
Handle
80s,
goes.
early 90s. Yeah.
There's your little basket, so like you can put your whatever in there. Just turn. Here is the whisk, and then there's your little funnel, measure funnel. You got your instructions, which I did have to tape up. They were ripped right across there, but they're still there. There's your instructions. You get the little lid. It goes on top of the basket there. I didn't clean that up. And there's your blades. These two, I have something similar, and it does work really good for, if you want to chop up onions or something like that, to mince them up. Like I said, it just sits right on there like that, and then you stuff in there, and that way, you're not getting all the direct whatever you want to chop up in there, and it works really. I got something similar, and then you can put whatever you need to. If you need to pour something down in there while you're mixing, that's where the little pour thingy goes, like that. So mine doesn't have that. I've just got the blades, and then like a chopper thing, so like that. So it's a very versatile system. So if you need something like that, like I said, then it comes with the lid. So whatever you put in there, you can always put your lid on there so you can put it in the fridge if you need to.
That would be great if I still cooked.
And then you can, whatever you want to put in there, to whisk up like for that. And then your basket fits in there, so you can spin whatever you need to spin your, you need to get the
Your salad, your
water
vegetables.
out of,
Yep.
something like that. So like I said, I was just sitting in a bunch of items that I had. Like I said, one of the blades is a little bent, so that's why I said it might have been used or just got bent and just wiped it all down. So be careful cleaning it. Always make sure
That's real
the one
dangerous.
system I have, just set that way aside after I and clean it up. So that's all comes in its box. And you get everything with it all here. It's all in great condition. Works very well. Put it all back in there. And like I said, that's and Tupperware. You know, there you can't get Tupperware stuff except for the secondhand market. And like I said, they get everything there. So
That's right.
that's the system if you are interested in that. Starting bid 18. There's Tupperware. Did not pass on that one. And then my last item, it's round. Also Tupperware. And I don't, this has not been used, but it is the Tupperware Sift and Store handheld sifter. So there's your bottom. So you just very, how it's used. So there's all your directions, and they're all in. You'd have to get a translator, but but yeah, it is Tupperware. It is marked right there. Like I say, just put your flour, whatever you need to sift. Put in there, and ta-da! Marked on the lid. Where, like I said, in this one, you could tell that has not been used. It's very clean.
It's much
different.
different.
The directions, they're there. Like
It's much different than the old ones because I have an old one that I haven't
still
even
have one of the crank ones. Yeah, I have the metal crank ones. Yeah. Like I said, and this one's just a starting bid of 10. Sprinkle sifter. Yeah, absolutely. Put your sprinkles in there. I said, usually powdered sugar is not the only thing I got anymore. That one gets really clumpy. But if you'd still like to sift your flour, and it does have the measurements on there. I'm not sure if they're in ounces or grams or what they're in, but they're there, marked on this side and on the other side. They probably grams or something. But like I said, this is in great condition.
It is.
Still need to sift your items. You never know when you might need a sift. Comes with the storing lid. Does come with its instructions, but like I said, you'll have to. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, if you got to sift your flour and mix them all up well, yeah, that's great for doing that too. Like I said, if you needed to, you're having your fish fry and your stuff's kind of clumpy, you can always sift it out, and get the clumpies out of it.
For sure, and we're coming into that season.
Oh yeah, I am so ready for good fish fry. Sounds good. Yeah.
Nothing better than a good old-fashioned fish fry.
So I'm not seeing interest, so we will just pass on. Yep, versatile tool, very versatile. If you need to also mix your whatever together, your spices, if you're making different stuff.
Anything you need to
always contact me.
Absolutely. All right. Well, let me see my last 3 items. I have an Inarco. That's a weird word. Y'all, please make sure you're subscribed to Regina, please. I have an Inarco Mood Indigo Bud Vase. That's the pattern. Mood Indigo. It says Inarco here on the bottom. It is stamped. and Narco, and it has its sticker. And it is so cool.
That
It
is
is
a
so
beautiful blue color.
Yeah, it is indigo blue for sure. And it's just cool. It's classic 70s, 60s, 70s. It's just awesome. And I love the blue color. Love the blue color. It's fantastic. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, thank you. It has an 3, 6 hexagon base. Hexagonal. Is that a word? Hexagonal. It is 2.5 inches in diameter, and it is 8 inches tall. Getting kind of cold. My husband thinks I'm crazy. But I love this. I love this, the look of it. You got grapes, maybe a plum, maybe. It looks like an orange, a pear, maybe a tomato. I don't know. But I love the color of it. Just got a cool.
I do. I like that blue color. That is really cool.
It's got a really cool look to it. And it's a start of $12 if we have any interest. Otherwise, we're going to put it to the side. And I have a Galeston hammered aluminum pitcher from the 70s. It is from the 70s. It's going to start at $8. And it's your regular run-of-the-mill hammered aluminum pitcher. Don't you see these every day? It's very cool. It reminds me of Oktoberfest. It does. I'm not gonna lie. It's very primitive looking to me. Awesome. It does have the ice spout on it, so you get the cold beverage and not the ice with it. Has an awesome handle.
That is really cool. Yeah.
Higher than the pitcher itself. So the pitcher is 8 inches tall. From handle to spout is 8.5. And from base to the top of the handle is 8 3/4 inches. So it's another 3/4 of an inch above the pitcher. So I just think it has a really cool look. It is hand hammered. It is marked here on the bottom. One. There we go. Aluminum by Galeston. Right there. It's just a great piece. Vintage from the 70s, like me. It's Gen X too. How about that? All right. Anybody? If not, we're going to pass on it. And my final item of the sale is a piece of Viking. It's a gorgeous piece of Viking. And it's the yellow frost. And it's the cabbage leaf bell. And here we go. It is beautiful. There's its Viking sticker. What's left of its Viking sticker there. It's got a little corner missing on it there. But it is beautiful. No chips, no cracks.
Oh, it sounds pretty.
It sounds very pretty. Very pretty. And it's got this gorgeous prism handle on it. Absolutely gorgeous. It does not glow. Does not glow. No cadmium. It's beautiful. It is gorgeous. It is a large bell. It is a large bell. You know, some of the Fenton bells, they're real small. This is 6 inches tall, and the bell itself is 3 3/4 inches in diameter. So it's almost 4 inches. It's large. It does have a glass clapper. It is a piece of glass there. Oh. And it is a plastic hook that's glued up inside there. So it's not all glass. So, but I think it's beautiful. And it's a start of $16. If we have any interest.
I just like the frosted cabbage leaf on there. That's really cool.
I know. And if you've never seen the cabbage leaf vases they make to go with this line, they are beautiful. Absolutely stunning. All right. Start of $16 if there's any interest. Otherwise, we're going to pass on that. And that was the last item of the sale. So let me pull us both back up. And do you guys want a recap? I don't know if you want a recap, if you need a recap. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I was looking it up, and just to see, is snake skin in a vase considered good luck or bad luck? It's actually considered good luck for prosperity and protection in some
There
cultures.
you go.
So that might be why it was put in there. I don't know.
That might be.
Yeah. So yeah, that one vase I had has a snake skin in it. So I'm just gonna leave it as is because it's in there. It's there. So.
Yeah. It's finders keepers.
Right? Yeah. I didn't know it was in there till someone asked if there was glaze on the inside, and I'm like, ooh, there's something down here. I have no idea.
So it may be water safe, but we don't know because we're not going to find out. Because we're not going to put our finger down in there. No.
No, it's dried out. It, some of it came out. So it's like, no, I'm just leaving it as is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like spiders or snakes either. Nope.
All right. Well, since we don't have anybody coming in for a recap, Regina, you want to tell everybody again where they can find you?
All righty. Yep. So I'm kind of all over the place. So anyway, Sunday, May 10th on my channel. And I'll be invoicing around the 15th of the month unless you need it sooner. So let me know. I can hold it longer too. I've got plenty of storage, so I don't have a problem holding your packages. If you only get paid once a month, whenever it is, just let me know. So May 10th, 5:30 p.m. Central, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. I am having a blowout clothing sale. Right now, I have 2 mobile racks full. I have several other clothing racks that are plumb full. I probably won't bring, coats and jackets or hoodies unless somebody wants to look at them. But I have lots. I have jeans from size 0, kid size, some kid sizes, some really small, up to bigger sizes. I did clean out my closet of clothing that has gotten too big. It's like it's got to go. So I brought that. I've got that too. So I got bigger sizes up to 3, and I think I have a few 4X. But stuff like that. A lot of 18s and stuff. They're all too big for me now. So, and I'm not going back to those sizes. So, bound determined.
Doing
No,
it. We're not doing it, girl. We're not doing it.
no, I'm not doing it. So if I stay right where I'm at, I'm happy where I'm at. So my doctor's really happy. So I'll
Yep,
just keep on where I'm at. So
that's
anyway, I'm having a blowout clothing sale. So great, small start, you know, and come on and join me. I'll go the whole 6 hours if I need to, if the people are there. I don't have a problem. So yeah, let's bring it on. And then every Monday night, I am on Janine's channel with Denise's Magical Book Emporium. Janine, and then of course it's me, Angie. Three of us sell. Angie, she does some giveaways and brings great commentary. She's a beautiful person, so come and join us over there. And
right.
then Tuesday the 12th, I will be on Friends Selling on Friends, and that is on Two Old Guys Vintage and Resell. That is on their channel. I think there's like 10 or 11 of us. We get 30 minutes each, sell whatever we can sell in that period. I might bring one more round for Misty Media J, his book fundraiser. I'm going to drop that
Yep.
link just in case
Coming up.
anybody has not seen that. Um, he is doing a fundraiser on his channel on May 16th for First Book. So if you want to check out First Book, there's the link to Jay's page for his fundraiser. If you don't want to purchase anything, you can just make a donation. But First Book is dedicated to ensuring that children, regardless of their background or their zip code, can succeed by removing barriers for their equitable education. So I have been doing fundraising for almost all of April. Since
Yep.
he's doing his on May 16th, which is a Saturday. I work on that day, so I can't do anything live on YouTube during the day. So I've been doing some fundraising. I am over 500. He's not asking for any resellers that participate to donate. He's asking for just 25% of your sales, and they have to be book related or book related items. So you can do comic books, you can do books, you can do I've done backpacks, I've done school supplies, anything like that. Or they also take donations of things like hygiene items for kids in low economic areas for the schools or anything like that. So they also take donation like that, toothbrushes, toothpaste, hygiene items, that sort of stuff. So if you want to go to firstbook.org, you can figure out how to donate items like that if you want to. You have extra in your inventory. Like I said, I've been raising donations, so I'm over $500 right now because I decided I was going to go ahead and all these things I've done to donate all the proceeds for that. So I've done lots of items. So if you want to check that out, please do check that out. Of course, then every Wednesday, I'm on the Hump Day auction. That starts at 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central on New England Cajun Roots Reseller, his channel, Mr. Johnny. And then, of course, on the second and the third Thursdays of the month of each month, I'm on with Ellen's Enchanted Emporium. So come join us there. Whew.
Awesome. And tomorrow night, me and Stephanie are having the sister sale, and we're having guest doggone Happy Jane. So come check that out. And then Monday night at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, 5 Pacific, I will be on Sandy and Otto with Trisha on her channel for her Monday night sale. And then, of course, on Tuesday, we have Imagine the Memories, where it's me and Stephanie Unimagic and Aaron Proctor, the ephemera guy. We have a weekly show called Imagine the Memories. This week, it will be on Uni's channel. And then Wednesday, we have Triple the Treasures with Al's Full Shelf Shop. That is me and Stephanie and Al. And this week it's on, next week it's on my channel. So come check that out. And then please pray that she is well enough. Me and Karen have an Okie Girls finally planned for May 14th. So we are just praying that she can get up and around. So she got knocked down pretty daggum hard this time. So prayers for a just for a
Right, for anybody
recovery.
that is needing it. Yes.
Yes. So, love and prayers to everyone who needs them. Don't ever hesitate to reach out if you just need someone to talk to. We're always here.
Yep.
Yeah, don't hesitate to reach out. I promise I'm not this goofy all the time. I promise. If you
I'm
just need
goofy all the time.
if you just need someone to reach out to, reach out to us. We don't mind.
Nope.
Other than that, you guys, we love you all. We enjoy having you here with us. We hope that you have a blessed rest of your night. We can't wait to see you next time. So long, guys. Good
Good
night.
night.